Hi, Taurus. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for October 2024. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in October and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from your cusp sign, so you really might want to check that out. This recording is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising. I'm using the I'm using the Tarot Mucha Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, Taurus, now on to your October 2024 Psychic Tarot reading. And the first card you have, Taurus, is the Ten of Rods. And this is moving on to new and better horizons with 10 rods of burden on your shoulder. And these 10 rods of burden can actually be knowledge and experience you've gained that are going to help you as you move on to new and better horizons. This could also mean that you could feel a little overburdened in the month of October. It's like you're getting things set up. You're getting things ready. It's like, I feel like you're planning something here. You're talking to different people that could really be helpful or useful to you to help you out in some kind of project or something you're, getting ready to do or that you're working on. And you're like really focused on perfectionism, and you really don't want things to slip up. So your perfectionist tendencies could be coming out in the month of October in whatever this is you're getting organized, planning, mapping out, getting ready, talking to people that can be helpful and useful. This could even be people that you have worked with in the past or met through networking, through series of networking. And you may want to stick around and make sure that everything works, because there could be a tendency for things to go awry, things to break down. So if you have to set up anything, like at a function, let's say it's a catering job, or maybe it's an event you have to plan and set up for, or some other kind of party, a gathering, event. If you're going to want to stick around, maybe not for the whole thing, but you're going to want to see that it's going off well. Because in this circumstance or situation, it's highly likely that things could malfunction, not work right. So if you're in charge of this event or you put it together, you may want to hang around and make sure that that doesn't rain on the parade or wreck what you created or built up. You may have an awful lot to do, and you got to be careful of co-workers or family members, but especially work or business related projects. It could be more than one person. I feel like it's mostly one person, but there could be a couple that want to throw you under the bus. Don't allow that to happen. Make sure you have proof of your work, proof of what you've done. Don't let somebody say, oh, it was Taurus's fault. Oh, Taurus, that's why it happened, because of Taurus. That's what I feel like somebody's going to be trying to shuffle the blame off on you or say something is your fault. So you got to look out for that. You got to ask yourself, Taurus, who's the snake in the grass? Because there's one. There's always a snake in the grass somewhere. Well, you may very well know who this is, so have your guard up and be really, really aware, especially of somebody you suspect is like that. So the next card in your reading, you have it's weird. You have some good cards here and you got some not good cards. So let's see. Why do you have 9 of Swords here? This is grieving the loss of a breakup or a love relationship, or grieving the loss of something else. It could also be migraine headaches or bad headaches, sleepless nights. You could not feel well. You could be worried about somebody else not feeling well. So there's something going on here. Some of you are going to have let somebody get under your skin that you shouldn't have. Or a situation gets under your skin. And I feel like you're going to have the tendency to like go off or like read the riot act to somebody, like flip out, get mad, go off. What word do you want to use? Like be ticked off. And you're going to say or do something, and that may prevent you from being allowed to come back to wherever this was. So be careful if like, maybe it's at the food store and you're going to be mad at somebody that stole your parking space, or somebody that, ran into you with their shopping cart. I mean, it could be that ridiculous. It could be the food store says you can't shop here anymore. It could be a bar. Maybe you're out with your friends and there's a fight, or like somebody says something to you that you take offense to and you flip out and they say, oh, banned, you can't come here anymore, even though the other person may have been the instigator. Yeah, because I definitely get this energy of I told somebody something I shouldn't have. So this could also be, if you maybe you shared somebody else's secret or personal information, or your own secret or your own personal information, and you are like, upset and having regret over doing that. It's almost coming up in some ways here. It feels a lot like 5 of Cups. Even though it's 9 of Swords, some of the messages to me feel like they would go along with 9 of Cups, and you don't have that card in this reading. There could also be a system of things that break down, just like I said in the 10 of Rods card, because I get like, but I feel like it's something that would normally work, or a chain of command, a chain of protocols, a chain of the way something works. I get a chain of things like falling apart and breaking down. And I feel like you're going to be like disgruntled or upset about it because it's something you have to redo. Now you're going to have to repair it or redo it. This could even be in your home. Maybe there's going to be something that malfunctions in your home that normally, like, first this turns on, then that goes on, then this is the next step, and something breaks down and malfunctions, and then the whole thing goes awry. That is likely here. So it could be happening at home. It could be happening at work. It could be happening, it could even be your automobile, really. It could be something like that. So the next card in your reading, this is the roughest one you got, Taurus. Please don't shoot the messenger. I wish the best for all the signs out there. I have no grudges here. So I wasn't happy to see you got 10 of Swords, just know that. But we have to see why you got it. 10 of Swords is a card that means being stabbed in the back and betrayed, or somebody could be passing away that you know. Doesn't mean it's you. It could be somebody you know. See, I feel like everybody's going to pile up on top of you. And I got this already earlier in the reading, so I feel like it's a repeat where people are going to blame you or say something was your fault, or you were the weak link, or you didn't do something in the right order, or you didn't set something up properly, or maybe you said something that got people riled up, because in this card, I don't feel like it's one person. I feel like it's a couple people like piling on top of you about something. Could even be in your family. maybe you lay down some rule or law, and maybe to your kids, and your kids are like, I don't like that rule or law, or why are you making that happen, or doing some kind of disciplinary action, and the kids aren't allowed to play PlayStation or something for a month, or whatever, and they're gonna pile on top of you and be mad at you about it. You could also find out that somebody is using your name, and it could be for like fraudulent reasons, like they're committing fraud and they're using your name, your accounts. It could be like that, but it could also be somebody using your name. And like I said earlier, I'm getting the same kind of vibe I got earlier, where maybe it came up in the Nine of Swords, where they're blaming you and saying it's your fault, you did it, that is coming up here. So I don't feel that this is death. It is kind of like being stabbed in the back, thrown under the bus for some of you. For others of you, this is people piling on top of you because if you're a boss or a parent or a manager or a supervisor, they don't like the rules or laws or restrictions or whatever is coming down the pike, and then that you set forth, that you brought to them, then they are going to rebel and they're going to come at you. If you're a political figure, it's going to be your, what do they call it? Your constituents could be coming after you. If you make some rule or law that, they don't like, they could be piling on top of you about that. If you're a public figure in some way, it could even be that, Taurus. Yeah, and manipulating you, using your name in a bad way, in a bad light. It could even be if somebody writes an article about you, or goes to HR about you, or goes to the boss about you, and they could be accusing you, blaming you, casting aspersions on you. That is the energy I get here with this. Now, if you would like to see how this, and this could be because of this eclipse that I'm going to talk about right now. If you want to see how this solar eclipse in Libra on October 2nd is going to be affecting your life, you can get my Vimeo videos on that series, Solar Eclipse in Libra, October 2nd, 2024, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. You may also want to get, if you haven't gotten it yet, my eclipse effects from the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, September 17th, 2024. Also, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card readings. You're getting affected by these eclipses. We all are. And eclipse effects can last very strongly the month of the eclipse, a month prior to the eclipse, the month of the eclipse, 3 months after the eclipse, 6 months after the eclipse, and sometimes eclipse effects can even last a year. So you may want to check this out. I highly recommend, if you get either of these eclipse series, to also watch your sun sign and your rising sign, if you can do so, to get a more complete picture of what these eclipses are going to bring to you. That link is down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page, and you can click on your zodiac sign there to get that takes you to that link on Vimeo to get that video. Also, you may want to get my psychic crystal readings for October. I keep wanting to say September. For October 2024, to get an expansion and a continuation of what this reading is right here in October. So you may want to get your psychic crystal reading, especially what has come up in your first 3 cards, Taurus. I really think you might want to check out further information. And in this video series here on YouTube, really, Taurus, watch your rising sign, moon sign, and sun sign, because some of what came up here in your first 3 cards could really get more explained maybe in your rising sign or moon sign if this is your sun sign. So now on to card number 4 in your reading. And now you finally have a good card. Hooray. You have 9 of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. It's feeling content, feeling happy, filled with contentment. Let the good times roll. This could be a party kind of energy. Some of you are going to get invited to attend some kind of ball, gala, or gathering. And this is going to make you feel really good. And I do feel if you drink, my guides say you're going to get juiced up. So you may really be drinking at this event. So don't drink and drive. Make sure you have, a way to get home safely. I do feel like you're going to have this feeling of washing your cares away. And like, as weird as this is going to sound, Taurus, I almost feel like some of this stuff that I get in the beginning of the reading will benefit you or turn around in your favor ultimately. Or you may even start to see it really fast. So even in the same month, you could have all this go on, and then it turns around and actually happens to be to your benefit later in the month. You could connect with somebody that is really, you feel really strongly attracted to, and that you feel is very attractive. Or you could have somebody that's going to feel that way about you and wants to get together with you. So like lust energy comes up here, sexual attraction, lust, chemistry with somebody. Some of you are going to have that. And if you're already coupled, well, then it's likely going to be happening with your partner. But some of you that are single, this is going to be a time where, it could spark up out of the blue. And for some of you, it could happen at a party, a gala, or a celebration. I mean, I don't get gala too much, and gala is like a pretty big deal. So you could get invited to some big event. You may even, or you just go to a gala event. You may even attend a surprise party. And if you have any friends that are born around Halloween, they could be having a Halloween party or a Halloween birthday party or a Halloween/surprise birthday party, or, anything along those lines can come up here for you this month. You're going to spend your time in a different way later on in the month, where I feel like you're going to choose to do things that uplift you and make you happy, and where you can really feel like you're free to be you, where you are taking care of you and your own interests and your own creative ideas and things that bring you joy and bring you happiness. So I got this like weird, like I see my guides are showing me a restaurant door. I was in the food business since I was 16. I started in the food business cooking, and then I went to culinary school, and I've been in many restaurants throughout my life, hotels, restaurants, kitchens of all kinds. And the swinging doors that they come in and out of to go back to the kitchen? That's what I see for you. Like this beginning of your reading, you go into the hot kitchen, but then you come out of the swinging door into the air-conditioned restaurant. That's how I see it. So the last card in your reading is the Queen of Rods. So the Queen of Rods is a fire sign person. This is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be you, Taurus, if you have a sun, moon, or rising sign that's a fire sign. Or if you're born on the cusp of Aries and Taurus, it could be your cusp sign card. This could be somebody that could help you. They could be generating publicity for you. They could be an agent, a spokesperson, or just somebody that is speaking highly of you, or getting you gigs, getting you jobs, giving you good word of mouth, helping you promote your work, your business, yourself. They could be even a relative to you could be like that, like championing your work, you know, advertising what you do, or it could be somebody you pay to do that kind of work for you. This could also be a friend to you that wants to help distract you from the troubles that you may have and that came up in this reading. So this could be somebody that wants to like really help you out, like cheer you up, you know, make you feel good, you know, hang out, let's go do fun things. This could also be somebody that's training you. So maybe you're learning how to do some kind of martial arts, or yoga, or ballet, or training you in a gym, or training you in some sport, or training you at work, like in a work-related way. Because I get this, like, training you at energy. So if you start a new job, maybe this fire sign person is going to be training you at the new job. Or, like I said, in any of the other ways. Because I also get this, like, training you. It could be a teacher, a professor, a coach, but I keep getting this, like, they're training you about something. I feel like for some of you, they're an inspiration. I feel like they kind of look at you like they need you to buckle down and get something buckled down. Like, buckle down, Taurus, buckle down. Like, you know, get down to business. Like, tighten the screws on this and that. And get the things that need to get cooking and handled properly. Like, you know, like, it's not in a mean way. It's in a way like they want you to get things organized, get things set up right, get things in motion in the right way. That kind of energy is here. Now, the gemstone crystal I got for Tauruses for the month of October of 2024 is Amazonite. And Amazonite is a stone of truth, hope, and flow. It brings clarity and calm. Amazonite dispels negative energy and can protect from the electromagnetic frequencies. It has great healing abilities, and Amazonite is associated with luck and overall success and money. It's going to help put you in a positive mood. Man, based on your first three cards, you need this Amazonite. You better be wearing Amazonite, Taurus, every step of the way in October. It's also going to help inspire your creative mind and your creative energy. So it's a good motivational, inspirational stone for your creativity. It's also going to help you adjust your thinking. Because, Taurus, I feel like there's something in your mind. It actually comes up to me from the Queen of Rods card, that you need to adjust your thinking in some way. This Queen of Rods feels like they're trying to get, like I said, buckle down. So this gemstone could help you change your perspective and adjust your thinking to in a more positive, better way in the month of October. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it, share it with others if you feel it was worth sharing, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, and hit that notification bell and click all to get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, my most recently recorded video series are always posted down below in the description box in the Show More section under the video, and they're also on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. My most recently recorded video series, as I said earlier in the video, in case you missed it, is my solar eclipse in Libra, October 2nd, 2024, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. You're being affected by these eclipses we had last month and this month, and they bring new beginnings, change, endings, karma, and blessings. So you really may want to check those out. People feel like they're like private readings to them, and you may also want to get your rising sign and your sun sign in that video series. Also, my eclipse effects from the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, September 17th, 2024, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings are available on Vimeo as well. These eclipse effects on both of these eclipses last up to 6 months or even up to a year in some cases, and you're probably getting affected by them 1 month prior to the eclipses. So you may want to see what's coming up, because this world's changing, and these eclipses could give you some insight that might be helpful to you. As well as with all these changes, you may want to get my angels, ancestors, and ascended masters psychic oracle card readings for these changing times for each sign of the zodiac. They're kind of different messages. I use 4 different types of angel and ancestor and oracle cards in the reading, 4 different decks. So you may want to see what I got for you there. The last time I did that video series was 2021. Also, don't forget my psychic crystal readings for the month of October 2024, where I look into the crystal to bring you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that are a continuation and an expansion of the psychic tarot readings that I do here on YouTube and Rumble. If you haven't checked out my Rumble channel yet, it's called the Lucky Mermaid LLC. There's many other video series linked down below. I'm not going to get into each one of them there, but I have ones covering love and finance, so you might want to see what's happening, because if you like my videos here on YouTube, you're probably going to like my Vimeo videos. I do the same work with my guides that I do here, that I do also over there on Vimeo. So if you'd like to also see more predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on a video format, you can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and at the Lucky Mermaid on X, formerly known as Twitter. You can follow me there, where I post written predictions, 5 paragraphs long, and I use oracle cards and tarot cards to get those messages. And maybe the whole reading may resonate with you, or only parts of those 5 paragraphs will resonate, but you may want to check them out. Lots of people like my written predictions, and you can always go back on my social media pages and read ones from the past, just like the videos. Don't forget, if you purchased videos on Vimeo before, you should go back and watch ones you've purchased in the past, because every now and then I have somebody that tells me they watched one from a year ago or 2 years ago, and they say that stuff is happening to them now. Same goes for the YouTube videos. You may, if you're cooking or driving in your car, you may want to go back and listen to a reading from a year ago and see if those messages aren't applying to you now. It does happen quite a bit. So, also, if you would like to donate to this channel and help support the work I do here, there is a donation link down below connected to PayPal, and I do greatly appreciate your donations. Some of you don't want to buy the Vimeo videos, you don't want to deal with any of that, but your donations are greatly appreciated, because it does help this channel grow and keep it alive and keep going. So it does help me to make these readings possible, to keep bringing them to you here on YouTube. Otherwise, I could not do them and just do private readings all the time. And Reiki. I do Reiki. I do private readings. If you're interested in finding out about how to get on my cancellations list, my wait list is closed. I closed it in 2018 and I'm nowhere near through it. And my cancellations list, there's over 2,000 people waiting. So you can go and see how to get on that cancellations list. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's a very long wait. I only have a few days each month I can devote to doing private readings. So the list moves very slowly. But I hope you have an absolutely outstanding month of October, to all the signs of the zodiac out there. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.